When it's good, it's good. When it's bad, it's bad. Is it worth it? That is the question. The answer is no. Pursue excellence and get yourself on a mission, men. She is not your mission. Stirring the triple bastard dark roast in a Waffle House coffee mug with K-Bar tactical chopsticks using the Vortex method, the only true way to optimize the taste of your coffee at the molecular level. Good morning. Welcome to the Daybreak Show. I am the Sultan. We'll get started, but first, coffee in a Waffle House coffee mug while wearing a Fleming's Steakhouse t-shirt. Oh, the irony and the cognitive dissonance. Nice. If she senses that she is your mission, she's gone. She'll disappear. And it's a good morning on the Daybreak Show, the last day of Season 6. Isn't that amazing? After this weekend, we will be entering Season 7 of the Daybreak Show. Blows my mind. 7 seasons of the Daybreak Show. Just a quick reminder that LinkedIn is a dating site disguised as a business networking site. Someone had to say it. The only thing getting thrown down more than resumes there is pipe. A follower says, "Hey George, longtime fan here. As a former HR administrator, I can confirm with 100% certainty you are correct. I have seen plenty of office romances, home wreckings, and inappropriate relationship firings happen because of LinkedIn." My observation, his observation, nothing against LinkedIn. If another guy is able to get close to your woman, he is not the problem. She is. He can have her, and he probably already has. How do I know? I was that other guy many, many times. If you want to break into a house, the best way to learn how to do it is to ask a thief who's done it 1,000 times. They'll tell you where all the weaknesses are, all of the entry points. They know where things are secured and locked and where things aren't, and the best time of day to do it. Women say there's no way they're going to be a slave to their husbands, yet they're slaves to student loan debt, bosses, mortgages, and paychecks. And it's far better to be a slave to a man who loves you, provides for you, and has committed his life to you. How much has your company, lady, committed to you? How's that career ladder working out for you? Well, now I am the unofficial spokesperson for Waffle House. I've actually never been to a Waffle House, although it has become an iconic phrase on the Daybreak Show. I'm thinking of maybe going to a Waffle House this weekend, possibly, just for the heck of it. So we'll see how that goes. The closest one to me is in Bethlehem, Pennsylvania, and then also Lancaster, Pennsylvania. I don't know which one would be better. Imagine a man pursuing excellence. Imagine a woman pursuing excellence. And then they find each other. They can become unstoppable as a force for good, as a husband and wife. I don't like the phrase power couple. Not interested in that power couple stuff. It's weird. It's aloof. I just like husband and wife. They can become a positive force for motivation, healing, building. And gentlemen, that is what you want in a woman, if you choose to go down that road. Whether you make that change or life makes it for you, embrace the change. Man, it's hard to, because change sometimes hurts, doesn't it? It's really scary sometimes. I mean, when you think about it, change is scary. You don't know what's around the corner. But don't be afraid to start over. It's a new chance to rebuild what you really want in life and pursue what you really want. As you heard me say yesterday, start the process of improving yourself in 2 days. Now it's 1 day, because you're going to start on September 1st, or at least after the Labor Day weekend. Start with the easiest thing. Get the abs in order. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Join me for Shred-Tember. There's a few people who already emailed me and said, I want Shred-Tember. You can do this. You've totally got this. You really do. September is going to be interesting. When I did the summer shred, dropped some body fat, got the abs back, and then I laid off a little bit in August, and now it's coming back in September that I'm calling Shred-tember. And during September, you're going to be looking for wolf energy, and that wolf energy is something that's going to carry you through the fall and winter, because by March 20th, the first day of spring, so let's just say April 1st, by April 1st, you will have had fortified yourself for all these months: September, October, November, December, January, February, March. There are 7 months that you can get yourself into shape for next summer. Not that you're looking for beach body kind of stuff, but think about it. Wintertime, a lot of people, the first thing people do naturally is hunker down. That's the first reaction, is to kind of fatten up. And I think that's what our bodies do, that we just tend to eat more comfort food when it starts to get cool. And everybody starts gaining weight by the end of October, November, December, with holiday meals and such, and snacks at work and dinners. And people tend to drink a little bit more alcohol when the weather gets cooler. So you are getting a jump on what's going to naturally happen to your body through Shred-tember. And a quick little warning or an exhortation: get ready to be tread on, my brothers. It's going to happen again. You know exactly what I'm talking about. The word is going around. It's going to happen again. They called me crazy, but I was right. You prove to a woman that you want to be with her. You choose her. Her actions scream, pick me, pick me. It grows. It becomes a thing. You become a couple. You plan for the future. You start thinking of ways to accommodate her: vacations, house layout, family visits, investing, traveling, how you're going to celebrate holidays, Sunday dinners. Then she decides that she wants out. After how long? 2, 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. She did zero work. She is programmed to receive. You are wired to provide and to make people happy. I'm not talking about being a people pleaser, but you are wired to provide, and it makes you happy to do so. One male client after another tells me this story over and over and over. I experienced it a couple times in my lifetime. One with my marriage, and the second time with the human centipede. Almost every man I know personally and through working in coaching has experienced this. It's amazing that one schizophrenic decision from a woman can change your trajectory. This is why you have to be a man on a mission. She joins you. If she's your mission and she decides to bail out and jump ship, then all of a sudden you're in a tailspin. Can't let that happen. That's why I said, is it worth it? When it's bad, it's bad. When it's good, but is it worth it? I don't think so. If you can produce children, fantastic. If you can raise them to be good citizens, fantastic. I have 3 magnificent children, much more magnificent than I will ever be. They will achieve greater things than I. But it's no wonder that men just want to new women. No wonder. When they get their heart crushed, they just say it's not worth it anymore. Because the one that you have will eventually become unhappy unless she makes some decisions. That is why I am really happy to see Karen Seats at the Happy Wife School. Now she talks about her former manipulative behavior and how that she was the problem in her marriage. They all will get unhappy. Every last one of them. It is a chore to keep the modern woman happy. If she's educated, it's even harder. If she's on the career ladder, it's even harder. Talk is cheap. I want to be married. I want to have kids. I want to start a family. Yeah. Believe everything she does, nothing of what she says. Why would you hitch your wagon to something that changes its mind like the wind? This is why you have to be, I'll parrot a phrase, your own mental point of origin. Stop living for other people. Stop living for a woman. Stop it. And on a more productive note, never let ideas escape. Write them down or log them. Great ideas die every day because they aren't nailed down. Memory is a very, very weak slave when it comes to preserving and nurturing new ideas. Healthy, creative people know that an idea can sprout at any time, in any place, and your personal self-improvement program, you have one, right? Will now include writing things down. You're going to carry a little field notebook, the little 3x5 notebook. You're going to keep it in your back pocket. You're not going to use your cell phone note-taking function. You're not going to do that. There's something about writing things down on paper. I'm going to put a link to field notes down below. You write these things down in a central place, notebook, field notes, etc., and you review them either every day, depending on how vigilant you are. You review them every day and every week. And you make checklists for yourself. You go to bed at night with a sense of accomplishment that you got something done. Which leads me to say that be open to people in your life who change your state, your mental state, and not for the bad. I'm not talking about inviting people in your life that ruffle your feathers. I'm talking about people that throw down the gauntlet for you, challenge you, dare you to do things. The people that constantly coddle you while you are in your rut are an enemy of the mission. I have a picture pinned to my wall, an image of you and me, and we're laughing and loving it all. The Thompson Twins, 1983. You're playing that song in your head right now. I know it. Regarding marriage, any minister or wedding officiant that requires a marriage license before they marry you should be boycotted. Nobody should require a marriage license. They are part of the problem. Any minister that says, I can't marry you until you go and apply for a marriage license is part of the problem. Are you a pastor of a church? Are you a wedding officiant? Do not get the state involved in your marriages. Don't do it. I love this line from Rich Cooper. Don't wait until you're on your deathbed to tell them how you feel. Tell them to fuck off now. I said to a fellow the other day, this is the best answer ever, because I'm kind of like the goal guy. I talk to people about their goals a lot. I said, how you doing on your goals? He replies, which ones? I could already tell. I could already tell that this guy was a goal guy. I could tell by the way he walks, by the way he carries himself. You know me. Stomach in, chest out, shoulders back, head held high, walk 25% faster. This guy embodies that. That's what I do. When I see someone else like that, I go, there is a like-minded person. So where does this story fit in your life? Colonel Sanders, he's 60 years old and he has to shut down his restaurant because a new highway was being built where his restaurant was located. He decides to retire and live off $105 in the form of Social Security checks. Not wanting to accept this as his fate, he decides to franchise his chicken at the age of 65. He started traveling by car to different restaurants and cooked his fried chicken on the spot for restaurant owners. If the owner liked the chicken, they would enter into a handshake agreement to sell the Colonel's chicken. Legend has it that he heard 1,009 no, the word no. He heard 1,009 no's before he heard his first yes. So many people quit after the 3 times of hearing someone say no. He kept going.
Keep going, keep going, keep going.
He was turned down 1,009 times before his chicken recipe was accepted once. The deal was that for each piece of chicken the restaurant sold, he would receive a nickel. The restaurant would receive packets of his secret herbs and spices in order to avoid them knowing the recipe. By 1964, he had 600 franchises selling his trademark chicken. At this time, he sold his company for $2 million, but he remained as a spokesperson. In 1976, Colonel Sanders was ranked as the world's second most recognizable celebrity. Fast forward to today. KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken, is one of the largest fast food franchises in the world. Over the years, it's been owned by R.J. Reynolds, on the New York Stock Exchange, PepsiCo, and is currently under Yum Brands. Yum Brands includes Pizza Hut, Taco Bell, Long John Silver's, and A&W restaurants. The brand is the largest restaurant operator in the world in terms of units. It's amazing how a man started at the age of 65. When most people are retiring and coming in for a landing, he built an empire out of fried chicken. What's your excuse? And just a quick reminder that nothing will be random from here on through the end of 2024. I say this when I sense it. Nothing will be random. You will see. And with that, finish your coffee, and I'll see you on the next Daybreak Show, your home of sanity, clarity, and reason.